What's up, Lincoln? I'm RJ Rice. Today on Lincoln Now, national updates, an overview of the Grammys, and a look back at Diaspora. Find Lincoln Now on Instagram.
Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Taylor Neer and Aubrey Thompson.
I'm going backstage to show you what's going on before, during, and after Diaspora.
One night, 2 games. The Lions battle New Albany. Highlights and reactions.
Building a better community. What Gahanna is doing to keep women safe.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Aubrey Thompson.
And I'm Taylor Neer. Hey Aubrey, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, I went to Diaspora and it was so impactful.
Well, speaking of Diaspora, the cast and crew put in a lot of work on the day of the show.
Starting early in the morning and ending late at night, show days are very exhausting and long.
Our Isaiah Banks went backstage and covered the whole day for the crew with highlights of this amazing show.
It's 11:30 in the morning. There are over 100 students here in the auditorium. In about 2.5 hours, curtains will rise for Diaspora, voices of an ever-changing America.
Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet.
For our show today for Diaspora, we're doing our hair and makeup, and you can see us in the sequences, and we're doing Stomp and Shake.
Curtains open in like 30 minutes. I am so excited. Y'all don't even know. This is about to be a show for the record books.
It's finally time for all the students to show off months of hard work for this very emotional show.
Sing a song full of... If you're white, you're alright. You're brown, stick around. But if you're black, get back, get back, get back!
The show went amazing. The energy was fire. The crowd was amazing. And next show, we're just going to bring the hype up. What? Come with even more energy.
Oh, we're just so proud. Our hearts are happy as advisors. And now we're ready for the second show. Let's do this! Yes!
We never cease to reach for the stars, even when we talk for a minute.
Like 2 p.m. it was good, you know, they were hyping, they were great. And the 7 p.m. so it went to another level, like, cause like they were so like energetic. Like when I did my fashion show, like I couldn't hear myself, they were so loud.
Listen, these students literally shut this stage down, and I am just so proud, so proud.
Diaspora 2025 has now come to a close, and it's a very bittersweet moment. Nevertheless, this will be a very fond memory to look back and reflect on. This is Isaiah Banks for Lincoln Live.
Yesterday, the Chinese classes hosted their annual Chinese New Year celebration in the gym.
This celebration is an important way for students here at Lincoln to learn more about the Lunar New Year and Chinese culture.
The celebration had food stations, hacky sack, fortune telling, calligraphy, paper cutting, games, and so much more.
We caught up with Trent Hughes to learn about the importance of hosting this event.
This is the Chinese New Year celebration. We do it every year just to celebrate the Chinese culture and teach those that are unaware of what we do in the Chinese culture, how we operate. And this year is actually the year of the snake, which is prosperity and knowledge. So if you're a snake, congrats, you're knowledgeable. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're just here celebrating, playing games, eating some good food.
Most seniors have now finished applying for colleges, but now it's time to figure out how to pay. As stressful as this may be, there are scholarships available. Check out the local scholarships now on the Class of 2025 Google Classroom. Here's Dr. Nelson Slagle with more details.
Local scholarships are now available in the Class of 2025 Google Classroom. They can also be found on the Gahanna Counseling website. Please note that the deadline is Friday, March 14th at 3:20 p.m., which is the end of the school day. I encourage you to check them out, apply, and continue to check through the month as more will be added as we receive additional opportunities from local organizations.
Hey Aubrey, I think we have the most amazingly awesome William Whita in the studio to make our show better today.
Wait, we didn't write that.
I did.
Oh, hi Will. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. The speech and debate team competed at Upper Arlington on Saturday in their district competition. Carter Garrison and McKellen Maloney placed in their top 10 in their respective categories. Reed Bernard was 7th in the Lincoln Douglas debate, which means she'll be competing at states. Here are her thoughts on the accomplishment.
From Gahanna, Lincoln, Reed Bernard.
JB competed at Upper Arlington, and I qualified for states in the Lincoln Douglas debate, which means that I get to move on to compete in states in March. It means a lot to me. Like, I just started doing Lincoln Douglas specifically this year. This is my 3rd ever tournament for it, so it's really exciting that I get to move on in this way because I care a lot about speech and debate.
We have a QR code coming up in the show, so please have your phones ready to fill it out. Women in Gahanna are a little safer this morning. This past weekend, Gahanna hosted 3 community events aimed at promoting safety after a woman was attacked on Gahanna's trail last November. On Sunday, City Councilwoman Marissa Bowers led a walk, bringing the community together to take back these spaces and standing up for female walkers and runners who have been victims of random acts of violence. We spoke to Marissa Bowers and others about the event.
I would say that this walk is very important for female runners in our community because overall, Gahanna running is very big, especially on the female side.
Being able to run outside, one of the things I have to think about as a woman is whether or not I'm going to feel safe and be safe while I'm doing so.
So I would say that this walk is definitely going to make a statement to make us female runners feel more comfortable in our community.
That was really about bringing people together and representing and reflecting back that violence and unsafety is not acceptable here in Gahanna, and that we all share a mutual commitment to ensuring that everyone who uses trails and sidewalks can do so safely.
Thanks. Brooke and I are working on a very important story regarding the new AED bill passed in Ohio. We're trying to gather information to help finish the story, and we ask that if you are a student attending Gahanna Lincoln, we please ask that you fill out the survey fully and truthfully. Thank you. Well, that's all for me. Sending it back to the most amazing and awesome anchors of the news desk.
Thanks, Will. The girls wrestling team is staying hot. The Lions hosted the OHSWCA regional duels on Saturday. The girls beat Hilliard Darby 36-22 before falling to Delaware Hayes 47-30 in the finals. We spoke to Kylie Tibbs and Mina G to get their thoughts on their matches.
I thought it was really good. I thought that I fought hard. I thought my teammates fought really hard, and I'm really proud of how we did, especially like with how many teams that came. And this is the first time we're doing this with the state duels, and I'm glad we can go next weekend again.
They were really good. I think, especially my last match, I feel like it was pretty difficult, and I definitely fought hard and earned it.
Thanks, girls. The Lions hockey team is rolling into the playoffs. The hockey team won on Sunday 3-2 versus Worthington Kilbourne. Scoring for the Lions were Trevor Gayhart, Dom Cachillo, and Arwen Dekenick. The Lions will start the playoffs with the CBJ Cup this week. We spoke to Captain Drew Perry and Joey McNowitz on their thoughts on the win.
I thought we played a pretty good game. We started out kind of slow, but ended up pulling it together at the end. We had to fight through some bad calls, and we had a few penalties there. But in all, we got the win, and we played a pretty good game. So, yeah.
We played a good game. We started a little slow, but in the third period there, we picked it up, pulled it away for the seniors. It was our senior night. It was a great game, fun one, and I'm just glad we were able to win that game.
Our girls basketball team is coming off a great couple wins this past weekend.
On Saturday, the Lions defeated Afrocentric 58-47. On Friday, the Lions hosted New Albany in an OCC matchup.
The Lions controlled the game all night and never looked back as they won 75-40.
We spoke with players Mackenzie Baines and Bree Wright on Friday's big win.
The game is very fun. We played well. We started out slow, but once we picked it up, the full court pressure couldn't handle it.
We came out, hit some big shots. Our bigs carried the way, let run the floor. It was a great team win.
That game here is so great, especially because so many players have people who have breast cancer, and especially this game meant a lot to me because my mom just recently fought breast cancer, so I knew I had to come out and have a good game. And last time we played them, they beat us, and we had a hard time getting that. So when we knew this game was coming back on our schedule, we knew we had to do a good job and pop out.
Our boys basketball team has had a great couple days of basketball this past weekend. On Saturday, they had a hard-fought loss to Afrocentric. The final was 40-39. However, on Friday, the Lions traveled to New Albany. The game was back and forth all night as the Lions won by 48-46 and ended the Eagles' 12-game winning streak. Normally, our video quality is better, but our video wasn't working, so this is from Landon's dad's film on Friday night. We spoke with Derek Rivera-Whitfield after the game with his thoughts on the big win.
It's a big dub. We've been ready, preparing. We prepared real well, and all the way up to the game today, we was all locked in, had a lot of energy, and that's what we need to do all the time.
Well, that's all we have for you today.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.